Utaha 先輩を。
Hello, 大家好 and Utaha fan. It's time for another AmiAmi video where I rank the top 10 Bishoujo figures of the week into a tier list. This week we have a lovely Shampoo Nendo, a very interesting articulate figures of Nikke Cinderella, as well as a figure plush set. The list is captured as of June 8th, afternoon Japan time. Coming at rank number 1, we have a very interesting articulate figure of Nikke Cinderella. This must be one of the best looking articulate figure I've seen in a long while. Everything is well done here. Love the glossy shiny pink they choose for her bodysuit, and then the amount of armor you get to pose with her is fantastic. You can form different formation around her with the armor pieces, and the design of the bodysuit really hide the joint very well, just kind of blend in seamlessly, so that's fantastic. Yeah, I love all the different pose they designed to pose her. This is such a lovely photos of her thigh and legs, right? That translucent armor. Wow, I mean, back shot look great. I mean, look at that. Really loving it that you can kind of see her back partially here. Love the twin tail. Front shot definitely showcase her assets and melon, and then here's a more softer side of her, so you can do a variety of pose with her, right? It is a bit pricey, but you are getting a lot of stuff, right? With all the armor pieces and the different faceplate. So wow, this is such a fantastic articulate figure. I'm tempted to put her into S tier. Yeah, let's do that, given this is one of the best looking articulate figure I've seen in a while, so good job there. Then we have a Nendo of Shampoo from Rama, 1.5, looking magical here with a bowl of ramen. Love her face, magic kawaii face here. Obviously, I'm biased since I'm a big fan of Shampoo, and then her China dress looks so lovely here. Wish they had more definition here, and some more cute little decoration would be nice, but there's just something about the eye decal of Shampoo that's so captivating, right? And then her purple blue hair, here's her next to Rama. So very lovely Shampoo Nando, I would say A tier. Then we have Hestia, another articulate figure. So if you watch the anime, you already know what you're getting here, right? That famous string wrapping around her melons. Since she's more exposed, it doesn't hide the joint quite as well, right, as Cinderella. So especially at the back, you can really see those different joints here. She does look kind of cute though with the different faceplate. Love this expression here where she's eating a croquette and then she's brushing her teeth. Wow, this is a very lovely inclusions. Yeah, very interesting design with the face expression here. A little bit fuzzy with the eye decal, so hopefully it's just the prototype issues. Crying face, she looks kawaii too, so they're really focusing on her faceplate. So you do get 5 faceplates, so that's got more than the usual you get. So not as good as the other one. I would say better than average slightly for articulate figure, so B tier. Then we have Genshin Impact, Furina. This one is a smaller figure, I think comparable in size to a Nando. You do get a rather interesting design base. I love the little detail around the shoes. You also get a cake and then the hat with the different decorations. Overall color palette looks good. Even the back, you got some kind of bubble or crystal ball. Some more photos of the close-up. So I would say another B tier, so pretty good. Then we have a Shinobu or Shina plush set. this is the first time I've seen with a figure bundle with a plushie. Now that I think about it, I kind of wish more company would do that, because when I buy a figures, oftentimes if I like the character, I also like to buy the plushie. So, but back to the figures, lots of things going on with the base. I guess there's a little rubber duck here and then some kind of waterway pattern. Not sure what's going on. She's kind of sitting on a half-cup bathtub. Rather weird. If you ask me, the back, you do see her hair sculpt pretty nicely. I do love the legs for the bathtub, but on the side, this is just a strange looking figure, right? So you probably don't want to display her that way. Front shot is pretty good. It's simple, but it looks good with the sculpt. From what I can tell, love that she is licking here, and then the blushing, and then half her shoulder strap is open, so that's fantastic there. The way she's crossing her legs, and then with the sandal just hanging over looks good, and then there's also a handcuff right next to the knob. Yeah, I kind of wish they sculpt the water splashes a little bit differently though, but you do get some flower petal. Unfortunately, we don't have an actual photos of the plush yet. So pretty interesting combo. I love to see figure company do more of that figure combo set. But in terms of the figure herself, I would say it's a high B. Then we have another Rofo tag, Itsutsumi from Delicious in Dungeon. So another articulate figure. This one unfortunately looked rather bland after seeing the other two earlier. But if you're into this character, I guess you'll probably be getting her anyway. There's the different pose of her showcasing the articulations, right? So you can really do a lot of move with that. And then I guess you can take off the top armor piece. But since she has armor, at least the joint is not as visible. Here's all the accessory here. Unfortunately, this one just not my type of figure, so I would have to put her into D tier. Then we have another Nikke, this one Mary Bay Goddess, a 1/6. We seem to be getting more and more 1/6 figure lately. Right away, we are greeted with this very lovely coconut. I love her pose, the way she's kind of half sitting and kneeling here. Wow, look at this side shot, right? Really showcase her different assets. Back shot look fantastic with her dress kind of draping over. And then she's reaching out to you and then holding the machine gun down there. The base design got some nice texture, but let's not kid ourselves. This is why we're buying her, right? I mean, look at that gorgeous melon here. And then there's even a ammo bag hanging right underneath, right? Love the collar around her neck, and then her facial expression is spot on. Such a lovely facial expression here. Love the brushings, the choice of the eye decal, but my eye just kept going back to that gorgeous melon here. Yeah, this is a fantastic one. Yeah, it got something inside the ammo bag. Wonder, whoa, 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 look at that. Loving this shot of her from behind. Yeah, wow. I mean, every single photos of her so far really just, and then look at this one. You can really, really see how voluminous they are, right? Those melon. And then here's the top of the hat. Wow, top down looks fantastic too. And then some more interesting photos of a POV perspective, right? Looking matcha lovely here. Whoa, whoa, okay, it's definitely getting hot here. Can we see what's inside there? Not sure, but yeah, what not to like for this one. Very lovely, sexy Bishoujo figures of Mary, so I would say another A tier. Then we have One Piece Nico, also a tickler figure, so this one she's carved in this maybe beach, a tier maybe. Yeah, looking okay so far. Not sure what she's doing here. And then you can also have the different arm piece going on. She looks cool with the sunglasses and the top unzipped like that. Personally, not my type of figure, so I would say she's just average, so C tier. Then we have Rose and Maiden Suiginto by Proof. Got a pretty elaborate base with a backdrop of those stainless glass window, although unfortunately it's all black. Kind of interesting to know how she's propped up here and whether the base is entirely in one piece. And then you also got those gray silver roses and the fine. Expansion I think could be done better. And then the waffle around her dress also maybe could be sculpted a little better. And then with the, is that a briefcase? Yeah, probably a briefcase. Personally, I'm not a fan of those heavily plastic base with the briefcase. So we have to see how they actually look in person. She's extending her hand out, reaching out for you, calling you out maybe. I think the red one stand out a bit more, but the darker theme, so actually now that I look at it, it does have a little bit of pattern for the stained glass. It's just maybe too dark to see in the other photos. So interesting design overall, but I think could be executed better, so B tier. Rounding up the top 10, we have a Hatsune Miku Nendo NT version. A Nendo doll actually, so the clothes is actual textile. Love this facial expression of her though. Yeah, very cute and magic kawaii. And then the way her twin tail is flowing looks lovely. Yeah, in this classic outfit of her. And then you also see the 01 next to the arm, and you also get those stand and the boot. So here's the doll clothes. So pretty nice Nando doll for Hatsune Miku. I would say B tier. Wow, there you have it. I'm ordering this Shampoo Nendo. Very tempted with that Cinderella articulate figure. I think that's well designed and executed. Cause that lovely melon from Mary also very tempting. Comments below and let me know what you think of this week's figure. Do you like to see more figure plushie combo? As always, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Until next time, you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.